Chapter 10, Part A. So there was one teacher sitting, and teacher asked the student, "What's the reason you all the time are crying?" टीचर पूछता है एक अपने स्टूडेंट को कि तू सारी उम्र सारी दिहाड़ी रोंदा रहना है तो चक्कर की है तो तेरा नाम की है? कहता सर जी मेरा नाम हैप्पी. So the question number 1, latent and patent. Latent defects are defects which are unknown to the purchaser and are so material. So material means important. So material to the enjoyment of the property that he might not have entered into the contract had he known that they existed. So latent defects are those which are. So there are two kinds of defects. One is a latent. Latent means hidden. Hidden defects like insulation, like a UFFI, urea formaldehyde, is kind of a defect of insulation, which you find in very old homes, more than 40 years old homes. Or bucket in the attic. If the roof is leaking, sometimes we place a bucket in the attic. Or sometimes we have in the ground, we have, in India sometimes we don't have those sewer systems. So when you don't have a sewer system, you have a septic tank. So septic tank is also a defect. It's a hidden defect. So these are the examples. So latent mean which are hidden, which after reasonable inspection you can't find. So basically if the buyer knew the defect, so he would not have bought the property. So they are asking, what do you mean by latent defects? And the patent mean visible, which you can see. Just like old paint, worn out carpet. So these are the patent defects. Or maybe crack in the foundation. So here they are asking about latent. So what do you mean by latent? So in this question, so answer is none of the above because it is not given there. Its number 1 was immediately visible to the eye of the average person. So this is a patent defect, not latent. Discoverable upon a reasonable inspection. This is also patent. The responsibility of the real estate agent to discover. That is wrong. It is not the real estate's responsibility to find out. So number 4, none of the above. So the answer is none of the above. But bottom line is you need to know the meaning of latent and patent. Latent means hidden defects which are not discoverable upon reasonable inspection. And patent means visible, which can be discovered very easily. From there we go to question number 19. Latent defects are defects which are unknown to the purchaser and are so material to the enjoyment of the property that the purchaser might not have entered into the contract had or she known that they existed. So basically, so the answer is 4. The defects are not discoverable upon reasonable inspection of the property. As I told you before, these are hidden defects like insulation, UFFI, like septic tank, bucket in the attic. These are the examples. And then we go to the question number 34. A property is located in an area where most of the houses are connected to the sewer. The fact that property in question is only connected to septic tank, so you can highlight septic tank, creates a situation known as, so septic tank is not visible, it's hidden. So that's why it will be latent defect. So it's number 3. Answer is number 3. And then we go from there to question number 31. Garfield, a real estate salesperson, was a listing and selling salesperson with respect to the sale of Madison's house to Tyler. So basically Garfield is the name of a realtor who represent both seller as well as a buyer. After the sale completed, Tyler discovered that the main and lower floors of the house sloped. So highlight sloped. So basically the house sloped. So sometimes the house settles and then it slopes. Garfield, Madison and Tyler had not noticed this before, although the defect was discoverable using ordinary diligence. So basically, this defect was visible, discoverable. Based on the above, which of the following statement is true? Any defect which is visible, like old paint, worn out carpet, or the house sloped, if it's visible, it is not the real estate's responsibility to tell, because you can see it, or maybe crack in the foundation. So it is not the responsibility of the realtor. So the answer is third. Neither Garfield nor Madison is liable to Tyler for failing to bring the defect to Tyler's attention. So neither the realtor nor the seller is responsible for this defect, because this